Hi friends, today I will be sharing my intern experience with you guys. I also look forward to hearing about your guys' experiences, just so we can all learn from each other and see which path is going to be the best for our personal needs. So I did my internship in the sports industry. So I followed the ASU football dietitian, Gabby, as well as the nutrition bar manager, Q. They work hand in hand. This is a picture of the nutrition bar, just to give you guys a little bit of an insight. So I chose this opportunity because I wanted to see the behind the scenes of a sports dietitian. There's a lot of planning and organizing that goes involved, different meetings with individual players and coaches that we can't see. They are constantly busy. So I think that's something very important to note. I also chose it because when I was an athlete, I was very passionate about researching different nutrition benefits to optimize my mental health, my strength, and my performance abilities on and off the court. So I saw the difference it made within myself, and I wanted to be able to help other athletes feel fulfilled as well as showcase their best potential. So a little bit of the background on what we did here was it was Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. When we got there, we would start with hydration testing and weigh-ins. So with hydration testing, we use this MX3 device where you insert this tab, put it on their tongues, and basically after 10 seconds, it would pop up with the score. If it was below 60, it meant that they were well hydrated. If it was above 100, it meant that they were very dehydrated. And then they would have breakfast, typically like a scramble omelet, eggs and toast. And then at 9 a.m., we would start meal prepping. So either packaging up fresh fruit or preparing sandwiches and parfaits and wraps, just random snacks. And then we would restock like waters and Powerades and muscle milks and such. And then once they went to lift, we would do post-workout smoothies for them. So we had to make about 50 to 100 smoothies of these a day, depending on their individual needs. And then at noon, we would go down for lunch, and Gabby would monitor their eating habits, such as making sure they had some sort of carb on their plate, some sort of protein on their plate, and then some sort of vegetable on their plate, ideally. So my goals throughout this experience was to just kind of gain some insight and further my knowledge of what this job would entail. I also would love to make realistic suggestions to the athletes so they can enjoy what they're putting in their bodies while also keeping it healthy. I wanted to kind of guide them on healthy pre and post workout foods that would benefit and optimize their workout, and then also be more comfortable with answering questions regarding to nutrition. Whether I choose this path or clinical route, we are going to have to be making meal plans for anyone that we entail. So that's going to be very important. And then I also want to help the players become very intrigued about proper nutrition and how it can enhance their performance and recovery periods. I think I did this because until I became very informed on proper nutrition, that's when I didn't know how much of an impact healthy eating can have on your performance. And once you see results, it makes you become a little bit more motivated to follow those patterns. So some progress in the goals that we achieved was we started doing food demo days, which consisted of starting out with the PowerPoint, showing them the importance on macro and micronutrients. So we did one on where we would make wings and sweet potato fries. This other picture shows where us making Hot Pockets and salads. It just makes them a little more comfortable in the kitchen, as well as fun and lighthearted cooking with their friends, and how easy these recipes can actually be. And then at the end of this, we helped the players calculate their macro and micro, or just macronutrients needed to either sustain their weights, lose weight, or gain their weight. So some key takeaways that I found throughout this process were I knew food budgeting was definitely in the picture, but I didn't know at what cost it would really put stress on a team depending on their budget. Gabby was constantly budgeting. She was constantly putting in new orders daily because with 100 different players, you definitely run through food quickly. And then I also realized we need to focus in this industry or department of dietetics. You need to focus less on healthy eating and just more on balanced eating. It's not going to make a huge difference on whether they're getting 100 calories from Cheez-Its or from a piece of toast, as long as they're fueling their bodies before and after a workout. And my favorite part was definitely just setting unique meal plans for each of these positions. Once Gabby had individual interactions with them, they seemed very intrigued to learn more and kind of just see what type of feedback she could give them. And how I can apply this to my future is this definitely gave me a better insight of what I thought my future job would entail. It was a great opportunity to add to my resume, and I will apply what I've learned to my future careers. I think having hands-on experience is crucial to see if the aspirations and what you have pictured in your mind matches with the reality of any type of position. I learned that the dietitian plays a huge role in the cafeteria meals, food budgeting throughout the facility, and relationship building of the entire team as a whole, teammates, as well as coaching. It's definitely important to utilize a dietitian within the sports industry just to optimize each player's performance. And in turn, this will help the team become better and lead to a stronger relationship on and off the field. I would say this is a great experience, but I've also realized that this field of nutrition does not optimize a nutrition major's knowledge that I appreciate, like holistic health and how healthy and sustainable eating habits can impact our overall happiness and our well-being. So I'm definitely gonna have to take that into account when I choose the path that I want to continue within dietetics. But I think that this was a great opportunity, and I will not shy away from any other opportunities given to me. Thank you guys for listening.